Post-Brexit ties between the UK and EU are on a slippery slope over an unexpected source of tension: sand eels. Now, these refer to a number of species of fish which make up a crucial part of the food chain in the North Sea.
Now, the UK has banned sand eel fishing in all of its waters amid fears over their dwindling numbers and the impact on other marine life. The decision has angered many Danish fishermen who rely on sand eels to make a living and have escalated their complaints to the European Union. John Beaver reports from Denmark.
On the northernmost tip of the Jutland Peninsula, Denmark meets the North Sea. For more than 1,000 years, fishing has dominated the way of life here. The boats have changed in that time, but the importance of the fishing industry remains. The port of Skagen is the biggest in Denmark. More than 50% of the country's total annual catch is landed here. But for weeks, many of the boats have been tied up, not allowed to catch the sand eels from UK waters that many rely on. The head of one of Denmark's largest fishing cooperatives says he's concerned for the future of many in the industry if the ban continues.
Well, they're in dire straits. For generations, these men and women have been fishing in UK waters, and now that there's a ban on fishing in those waters, the fleet is sort of squeezed together in a very small area within the EU zone. So it's a very difficult situation right now, and of course these companies and these family businesses rely on sand eel as their main resource for income and for their livelihoods.
The ban on commercial fishing in UK waters was put in place in April on environmental grounds, but Danish fishing groups dispute the science behind it and warn of the wider impact it will have.
It's claimed the ban is putting hundreds of jobs at risk, not only at sea, but here on land as well. In this area alone, there are 26 fish processing factories like this one, many of which are used for sand eels. They're turned into a range of products, everything from fish oil for humans to food for commercially farmed salmon.
Denmark lands approximately 100,000 tonnes of sand eels from UK waters every year. The catch is valued at $43 million. Many conservationists, though, remain unmoved, describing sand eels as the cornerstone of the marine ecosystem in large parts of the North Sea. They believe that climate change and overfishing have led to a rapid decline in their numbers. That decline ripples up the food chain, where the sand eels are an important source of food for everything from puffins to porpoises. Conservationists say the scale of modern commercial fishing is unsustainable and back the science behind a ban that many have campaigned for years.
In terms of what we'd like to see from the EU, in an ideal world, I'd like to see them do something similar in EU waters. I don't think that's an unreasonable request. I think they should. The first thing, though, is they should stop trying to tell countries outside of the European Union that they can and can't take conservation measures within their own waters.
The European Union is challenging the ban, claiming it breaches post-Brexit international trade agreements. Skagen's mayor is well known locally for her ambitious environmental policies. She's well aware of the need to balance the ecosystem with a vitally important business, but knows the decisions likely to shape the future of this region are out of her hands.
Of course we have to take care of the environment, the sea, a grand transition, sustainability, but they need time. And they are also interested in taking care of the sea. They know a lot about the fish, how are they, and so. But of course, we also push them to go into the transition. But the laws and the regulation, it's the Parliament, it's the state, and it's also EU.
The European Commission are now considering their next steps. A new UK government will need to make a decision on the longevity of the ban and whether to turn a disagreement about a small fish into a much bigger issue with the European Union. John Beaver, CNA, Skagen, Northern Denmark.